Like it is. Guess who's live? And we don't have a countdown going. Here's our countdown. Hello, welcome to From the DMV Live with Meka. I'm your host, Meka. So today we're going to have a special guest with us. Before I introduce our guest, though, I wanted to talk about some of the hot topics that have been going on in the DMV lately and beyond, because of course we talk about the DMV because we are the DMV, but we're so much more, right? So one of the major things that I noticed today in the news was the whole story about Cam Newton and Nick Cannon and their conversation with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And I just thought that was so amazing. And I can't really wait to get the take from our guest on what they thought about that. Make sure you drop into the comments and join in on the conversation, because we're going to circle back to these topics at the end of the show to kind of get feedback and, get a little further into what we think about these things. So that's one of the topics that I want to touch on. One of the other things that I need your immediate input on is Keith Lee in DC. I'm just saying. Now, I don't know where he went to eat, because we don't know where all he went, because he didn't expose all of the names. However, some of the pictures that I saw, I've never in my life seen anyone in the D, the M, or the V eat. And I've never eaten any white gravy like that on my chicken before. So if you have, please tap in the comments. Let us know where not to go so we don't find that. And let us know where you would suggest that he go should he decide to come back and live without going to Baltimore to eat. I'm just saying, we eat in the DMV. I don't think we're eating all chicken. And I don't think most of us eat at the carryout at our big ages. And then, there was the whole thing about Aunt Glizzy coming out and, saying how, if Keith Lee comes back to the city, he's going to make sure that he, rates his life. Now, being from the DMV, is that a threat, or is it just something we kind of say, like, don't play with me? You know what I mean? Please let me know your thoughts. I'm just saying. We have Kamala and Waltz are going to be doing their first highly anticipated interview. I'm guessing there's nothing bad they could say worse than Donald Trump used to be Spanish and decided he was white or something like that. I don't know. Probably as long as they stick to some type of policy, they'll be good. Thoughts? Input? I'm just saying. So that's going to be on CNN. It's coming up tonight. I also want to talk about Trayon White, of course, unfortunately getting arrested. Everybody's comparing his situation to Marion Barry. I don't know if he's guilty or innocent. However, I did see him on video, or somebody who looked similar to him doing something that might have questionably perhaps been considered bribery. It may have or may have not have been. I don't know. I wasn't there. So what do we think? Do we think he's going to go down? Or we think he's going to make it through? Let me know. I believe that's all we want to cover right now. We're going to come back, as I said, to this, but now I want to kind of get into our guest. Our guest for this week is none other than a musical artist that continues to baffle my brain, who is always a showstopper, who is definitely talented, if nothing else, creative, if nothing else, a businesswoman, an inspiration, and just a kind person overall. I think that's something more important than anything else that we try to be, right? To be a kind person, genuinely speaking. And if she's not always kind, she's definitely genuine. You got to give her that, right? So my guest for today is none other than Justice J. Welcome, Justice J, the lady in red. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining me again.
Thank you for having me again.
We've had a few conversations.
Ooh, just the mic breaking.
This would only happen when I'm talking to her.
This would only happen on Super Days.
Oh, that's true.
Super Days.
That's true. So that's not even me there. That's not even me.
Yeah.
Is this stable?
To move it up. I don't know.
We can't.
Let me put my purse right there so that doesn't happen again.
Did you use the purse? So we're using Coach as what type of lavishness we're on today. Okay. I'm just saying, we keep water. What do we keep our water in? Pull out our water bottle. Show them our water bottle. We keep our water in Glitz. We keep our microphones held up by Coach. What can I say? Right? So I want to talk to you, of course, about your career. I want to talk about, you're a very multifaceted woman. Yes. So I really want to cover each facet of you, or some of the facets rather, because I'm sure I couldn't possibly cover them all. I'm sure I don't know of them all, thankfully. Or we would have to categorize our friendship a little differently. But I definitely want to delve in, let our listeners know a little more about you, and that you are the DMV, yes, but you are definitely much, much more.
I am.
So who are you?
I don't know where to start.
How did your journey start? Let's start there. How did you get into music? Where did that begin?
I got into music through church, of course.
Mm-hmm. The perfect place.
Right. I started singing when I was about 3 or 4 years old, and just singing around the house. And,
and who noticed?
My parents actually were in the choir at church, so they started noticing that she really has a gift for this and an interest in it. So they took me to church. Well, not took me to church and did it, but
you were already going. Yes. I'm hoping.
Absolutely, because my home was definitely one of those households. If you live in this house, you're going to church.
Right, definitely.
So yeah, now I was already at church and everything, but they decided to, I guess, water my interests and nurture everything that I was wanting to do. And then my grandmother actually started a children's choir called Emmanuel, and I started there first.
That's amazing. And so when you sing when you're little, oftentimes you're exposed to many different things as opposed to just, one genre or one type of music, because for some reason we're much more open-minded as children and with children. So what were some of the things that you remember learning back then? Because I'm sure you didn't start off in go-go.
Oh, absolutely not. Of course, gospel music. Gospel music was where I began, and then that
traditional
went over
Southern.
To, I had a mix. I had a mixture because my daddy is country. So that traditional Southern, that Baptist, that foot stomping, hand clapping, that the hymns. Yes, that was my daddy. And then my mama was a little bit of the same, but not as much.
Right.
But my daddy grew up singing in the choir, so he was used to that.
So both of your parents sing?
My mom is a choir singer.
Okay. My mom is a choir singer too.
My daddy, on the other hand, will be a soloist.
Is grabbing a mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So who would you compare your father to musically? Who reminded you of him musically most?
I don't know if I could say like one particular person, but if I could put him in like a time zone.
Okay.
But not.
That works.
He would probably be in like one of the groups like the Temptations, something like that. He's one of those type of singers.
Okay. So who would you say was your biggest inspiration? Musically speaking, of course.
I don't know.
With regards to your style, or
I would say my godmother.
Okay.
My godmother, because that's who basically taught me how to sing.
Oh.
That's who nurtured
properly.
My voice. Not properly, but just I mimicked her.
Okay.
Growing up, that's who I mimicked. I wasn't really trying to sing like anybody that was on the radio or TV or anything like that. No, absolutely not. I wanted to be my godmother. I thought she was a superstar. So
how amazing is that? I mean, I think that speaks so much to how when you don't even realize it, people are looking at you and people are absorbing the light that you're putting out without you even meaning to shine your light, because your aunt didn't know she was a superstar, did she?
My godmother? No, she didn't.
Oh, your godmother.
Yeah, no, she did not know, but I mean, she was in the studio. She was recording and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
in
again,
her own
I was so
right.
young that I didn't even know that she was actually that big.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but she used to perform in in places and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. But to me, that was just my godmother.
So did she ever get to see you singing and really did you give her that?
She did before she passed away in 2018. She did get to see me sing, but only in church. She never made it to a performance, unfortunately. The sad story about that was she went into the hospital and didn't come out. Unfortunately, passed away in the hospital. But the day of her funeral, which was 2 weeks later, like she was supposed to come to that performance that I had that night. So that would have been her first performance, her first time seeing me sing.
Oh my!
But she did not make it.
Did you sing still?
I did sing, and that was the hardest performance of my life.
But I'm sure that meant so much to
it
both
did,
you and
but
her.
I wasn't. Honestly, I should not have even done it.
You weren't mentally present for it.
I was not. My performance wasn't the same. My energy wasn't the same.
Mm-hmm.
I was vocally tired, mentally tired, and it just, I don't know. I should have stayed home, but...
So what kept you going past that? Because, a bad performance could knock anybody over.
Her, because she would have whooped my tail if I didn't.
See, I love that. I really do. Like, I think that's so important. Like, there's so many, we all experience loss, unfortunately. And too often we all experience loss. And as we do, oftentimes it causes us to stop. It causes us to pause. Sometimes it causes us to pause for years. And when we do that, we do stop shining our light. We do stop having the impact that we're made to have on other people. Mm-hmm. So I think that's amazing that she did continue, even as she had passed on, to shine her light, without even having to be there to give the threat. That's beautiful. So I want to play a little game with you really quickly. Okay. We're going to play Name That Tune, if you will. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to sing, I don't think, but you never know. It's me. You know what I'm saying? This game could go anywhere left, all right? But I just want to know, first things first, what happens every morning about, 3:45? Or 3:45?
I don't know, you lost me on that one.
Well, from my thought, I would say every morning around 3:45, the people start asking for more.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay. All right. So my next question. Okay. So my next question is, I come to visit the DMV and I say, hey, Justice, you know what I'd like to do tonight? I really want to just go hard. Where would you take me?
Your clues are not good enough for me because
it's really my tone of voice, isn't it? It's my tone of voice. So, Justice, if you come to town and you say, hey, Meka, you know what I'm feeling like tonight? I really want to go hard. I'd take you out to see Junkyard because I heard they be going hard. No, you didn't hear that? You didn't hear that?
Okay. Okay, so I see. Okay, it feels like your questions are now centered around go-go. Okay, so I'm thinking
No, I did not say that.
Okay,
don't ever try to anticipate. Okay.
Because I was going to say, if they are, I'm not going to know any of those answers.
Okay, all right, okay.
I don't follow other bands that are not my own.
Oh, okay.
And it's no shade to them.
Well, hold on.
Other than JY, but at that...
I was about to say, now...
But for you to ask that type of question...
My kids don't know anything about Junkyard. I mean, go-go.
I would not have known that one.
That was a radio one.
I wouldn't have known that one.
Okay, let's see. What... Okay, this is a go-go one, definitely. But this is not a wrong answer, okay? Well, there is a wrong answer. There are some wrong answers. Okay. I believe in you.
Uh-oh.
So, if you are in like November-ish, right? On your radio, there is an all-female band that you're going to hear every year. If you don't hear them, Christmas probably isn't happening. Now, what band?
All female, like an only guess Belladonna, but I don't. I don't know.
Okay. Well, they are an all-female band, so I can't say it's a wrong answer. But do they have a Christmas song? It's Pleasure. My kids know Pleasure.
I don't listen to the radio.
You didn't before the...
No, I grew up on gospel music.
Oh, that's right.
I did not grow up listening.
Okay.
I didn't start listening to Go-Go.
This is a question just for you.
Outside of JY, I did not listen to Go-Go until I was 19.
This is a question just for you. Are you ready? This is just for you. Okay. All right. Now. All right. You're having a rough time, right? You need to go to some room in the house. Where would this room be located? The room of choice. Come on with me. Come on. What room? In the upper room. Come on now. In the upper room, no?
That's not in the house.
The upper room not in the house?
No. What?
Where's the upper?
The upper room is heaven, ma'am.
What room?
No, ma'am.
No,
ma'am. No, ma'am. You said in the house.
It's the house. It's the house of the Lord.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
All right. We're going to come back to this one. All right. We're going to come back to this one. We definitely are. All right. So that was fun. Did you like my Name That Tune game? I created that myself. Patent pending. I'll let you all know where you can purchase it. All right. What song holds the most meaning to you in your life?
Ooh. I would say Safe in His Arms.
Okay. And why? Is it because of just the song itself?
It is. The song itself, the words of that song, knowing that whatever you're going through, whatever's happening, you're safe in God's arms. What? Yeah.
You preaching to the choir, but I'm saying other people are viewing, so we're not going to be presumptuous on anything, you know?
Yeah.
But
that song itself, the cadence of that song, the way that they sung the song, it's just an amazing song.
Is that your go-to song when you're feeling like life is lifing on you?
It is.
Mine was always Alone in a Room by Yolanda Adams.
That's a good one.
I like Safe in His Arms though too. I definitely do. So let's see. What has changed your music over the years, starting from when you began?
What has changed my music?
What's caused your evolution?
I would say life experiences.
What would you say, or what can you share that you would say have you've experienced when life is kind of life the hardest on you? Because life is always lifing on all of us, but it has varying degrees. It ebbs and flows, you know. And just like we appreciate the sunshine, we do have to take a moment sometimes and appreciate the rain. Because the rain sometimes is what made us grow into the beautiful flowers that we are. I'm just saying.
So I would, what caused it? I don't know what caused it, what helped it. I don't know. But I know when I first started writing, when I first started singing, I was very sheltered growing up. So I didn't have a lot of life experience.
Right.
Outside of church, I didn't have no friends really. Outside of the people that were either in my family or in my immediate neighborhood. So I would pull from other people's experiences, and that's how I wrote songs.
Okay.
But now when I write songs, it's actually stuff that I've been through. So
it hits a little different.
It definitely hits different. Even the delivery is different.
Right.
So
do you feel like that, of course, impacts the receipt of it?
Yes, absolutely. Because if you can sing a song, and I can sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow,
right?
But when you have actually experienced what that song is about, man, the way that you sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow is going to make you really believe that you done went somewhere over somebody's rainbow.
How about that?
So,
how about that?
Absolutely.
I love that. Okay. So now we're going to move on to your entrepreneurial spirit.
Okay.
Taya said my questions were about go-go, by the way.
See, I was not the only one.
So you are an entrepreneur, not just a musician, not just a singer, not just an artist. You're an artist in several facets. So what inspired your business, and what type of business do you have?
So I have multiple businesses. The one that is thriving the most, I would say, though, is my nail business. Mm-hmm. What inspired that is going to, can I use profanity? Okay.
The light kind.
I'm going to say to a busted down nail salon, mm-hmm. and the heifer that was doing my nails nicked my finger, and I caught an infection.
Oh.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I got an infection in my finger and had to end up getting the nails taken off and everything. And I vowed that day I would never go back to another nail salon. Mm-hmm. And I got on YouTube and got my degree from YouTube University of learning how to do nails. Uh-huh. And that's what inspired me to get into doing nails. And then I went to school to actually learn how to do nails so I can become licensed.
Right.
Last year, and actually just celebrated my 1-year anniversary of being a licensed nail tech.
Congratulations.
That's how that started.
We have some big things we're celebrating today. So we do have some champagne. You all can't see it because our cameraman hasn't shown us how to get that view yet. But we do have champagne in the, and we do have a cameraman. Now, I'm not sure why this stuff is in my shot, but we're going to act like it. That's okay. There was nothing breakable there. That was mine. So how do you balance creativity with business? Entrepreneurship overall.
They go hand in hand.
Okay. How do you influence your music with your business?
I would say the most that I've actually had somebody recognize me from going outside of my business page and going to my personal page. She's like, oh, so I was on your page and I saw that you sing. Uh-huh. So, and as I'm doing her nails, so I'm looking up at her like, yes. She said, can you sing me a song? So I'm doing this lady's nails and she's asking me to sing to her. I said yes. What song would you like for me to sing?
How did I know you were going to say you said yes, though? You know the funniest thing? I'd have said yes, too. Uncomfortable as I don't know what, but I'd have done it.
It was definitely
what song did you sing?
Okay. What song was it that I sang? Whitney Houston, Dance with Somebody.
Oh, that's a pretty good song to sing while you're done, getting your nails done and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, so manicure and a monologue or sing along with Justice J. Book your appointment today.
That is offered.
You might not be able to find it on the website, but I'm sure you could type it in. If you offer enough money, she'll do it. And especially if you just want a manicure or something, why not?
Mm-hmm. No, it costs you extra.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you might pay more. Just get the manicure and play the song in the background. Okay, can you share a notable success story in your journey thus far?
A success story. I'll get a little personal with y'all.
Yeah.
I would consider starting over a success story.
It definitely
I was married and got divorced and have 2 beautiful children, and being able to come out of that is a success story for me.
To be able to come out of that and still shine.
Still thrive. Right. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Because it definitely broke me. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I was at a rock bottom type of point. Mm-hmm. And I actually stopped singing for a while. Mm-hmm. And then I was just like, I can't do this no more. I need to get myself out of this funk. And that's exactly what I did. Got back into music and, Yeah, so I would say that is my biggest success story.
I think that's amazing, especially for someone else who's had to start over themselves. I've definitely done that and divorced and then had to raise 5 children alone. You know what I mean?
Imagine.
And then the funny thing is, life just never stops life.
It doesn't.
Like, you don't get to hit the pause button and say, hold on, things are getting a little rough here. Try to be a good
I was just
mom.
having that conversation with my manager a couple of days ago. Like men get to say, I don't feel like doing this. Mm-hmm. Y'all have options.
Or I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or this weekend, can you go ahead and just keep her or keep him or keep the kids or whatever? I can't make it.
Right.
We don't have that option.
Right.
Whatever I had planned that weekend that now I can't do without I still have to do it.
Yeah.
It still has to get done.
Definitely.
So,
definitely.
Yeah, learning how to
I always find that funny, and the fact that in the world, we, not only men, but women, more than men, I would find, give excuses to that type of, imbalance for some reason. And it's very disconcerting, I can't lie, especially while we're all trying to be aware of mental health. Because if you really want your child to be in a healthy mental situation, you would want them to be raised in a healthy situation by a healthy person.
I would say, and that definitely goes both ways, male and female.
Exactly.
I know a lot of females that be pouring some really crazy-ish into their children's heads.
Yeah, exactly. It's some toxic people overall, you know what I mean? And that's the biggest issue. Whereas for some reason, people keep losing focus of the children, and then they wonder why we hear so many stories of, children wilding out in the streets. It's not because your dad's not there. It's not because your mom's not there. It's because your dad and or your mom are horrible people, and they're telling you horrible things, and you probably shouldn't be listening to them, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because as you become older, you start feeding through some of the stuff your parents said, and you're like, she was really well-intentioned, but maybe I didn't need to know that. Or he was very well-intentioned, but maybe I shouldn't have seen that.
That's why I made it my business to never speak ill of either one of my children's fathers to them, around them, or around people that they know or talk to, because I don't want anybody else repeating something that I said or that I felt because I was in a bad headspace. Right. And then they hear it, and then they end up learning that.
Or
and
absorbing
that. No, I mean learning it as far as now when they see their father, they're going to now treat him a certain way because of how I felt about a situation. So
wait, how old are they too?
My oldest is 15, my youngest is 7.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 more years, because by the time they hit the 20s, once they get out of the teens, you start forgetting sometimes if you have to pop off at that age, you forget, like, wait, you're still the kid sometimes, and have to rein yourself back in. But it's only brief. Excuse me.
I don't know. I think I do very well when it comes to that.
That's something you should always stay conscious of. I definitely give you props for that.
Thank you.
So, what are some of the top 3? The top 3 things that you would want your kids to, you would want to instill in your children more than anything else? The top 3 values.
A hustle mentality. Like, you got to be a go-getter. Nobody's going to ever hand you anything.
So self-motivation.
Yes. I don't even care if it's self-motivation. Something better motivate you, whether it's self or somebody else, but you better be motivated to do it. Because, I'm not going to hand it to you.
Okay.
I will give you the first one, maybe the second one, but the third time, you on your own.
Okay, so motivation.
I'm going to show you what it is the first time, and then the second time I'm going to teach you how to get it, and then the third time it's time for you to implement.
Okay.
After that, if you don't do it, you on your own.
Okay. Now what's 2 more?
2 more. How to sing.
How to sing? Okay. Do they both have that talent thus far?
They do, actually.
Oh, thank God.
They do. My youngest, I'm still, molding her. She's still finding her voice. But my oldest,
That's
my goodness,
beautiful.
to see and hear her from when she first started singing, because it was one of those, like, I really wanted to plug my ears when she first started singing, but I saw the passion behind it because she wanted to be like mom.
That means it'll get better. That's how you know it'll get better.
And she kept at it. Yeah. So now she's at church singing solos, and
that's beautiful.
She knows how to harmonize. I taught her how to harmonize. So I'll be singing something, and then she'll just come right on in and
I love that. Yeah, me and my kids used to sing together. It's nothing better than when you go back and look at those videos and you can hear their progress. So make sure you're recording. Of course you are, but make sure you are.
And then the last thing I would say, a spiritual relationship with God.
I love that. Definitely.
Because that is going to be their foundation.
Yeah.
Because under that, to me, that's a huge vital part of life, because underneath that comes love, respect, and everything else. So
right.
As long as you put God first and you keep God at the center of everything that you do, then absolutely everything else is just going to fall in line.
I love that. So now let's go over some mommy mantras. This is another game we're going to play really quickly. Now, mommy mantras, I'm going to give you a scenario, right? Okay. And then you give me your best parenting advice. All right?
Are you my oldest or my youngest?
No, I'm a parent. I just need some parenting advice.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right.
And so I'm going to do what you said.
Okay.
But you need to advise me on how to handle it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So I'm in the mall, right? I'm in the grocery store, excuse me. And my child is in there whiling the hell out. Okay? Throwing chips and cursing, kicking me, trying to fight me, right? But people are around. So we all know I'm what? A little embarrassed, just as much as I'm angry. What do I do? How do I move? Do I leave? Do I stay? Do I whip tail? Do I threaten? Is it time for a timeout? What happens?
Absolutely not a timeout. I'm sorry, I don't do those. I don't believe in those. Never gave my children one of those. I'm whooping tail. And
at the store?
I am at the store, because if you're going to embarrass me, I'm going to embarrass you.
Where you act up is where you... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes,
I thought I heard
absolutely.
My mother. Sorry.
And then I'm going to look at everybody else and... do y'all want some of this too? Let me parent my child, so that way they don't become a menace.
What if
to society.
They didn't say anything though? Why are you fighting everybody?
Because you don't look at me, because I'm pretty sure when I whip my child,
I would be applauding.
Do that.
I would be like,
you
I was going to get some chips.
Parenting. No, forget all that. Throw that out the window. Again, you got one time. I'm gonna tell you once,
and then whoop it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So we got that. Hold on. Let me write notes down.
Whoop tail.
Whoop that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That. Should I sing a song while I do it? Like, should I whoop that? Like that, or no?
You can.
I feel like that might add.
You can, because that'll make you feel better.
Okay. All right.
That way you don't start whooping out of anger.
You're right. You're right. You're very right. Okay. My next parenting dilemma. So I get a call from the school, right?
Ooh. Okay.
Now, I partake in a little, what do you call it? Extracurricular activities every now and again, right? I get a call from the school that my 10th grader, my 10th grader, who's 15, is partaking, not on school premises, but let's say maybe off school premises, so it's not illegal, or some kind of way it's not illegal, but partaking as well. Now you get that phone call. Now I get the phone call. All right, I'm hot. Okay, what do I do? And she said,
I'm on the phone.
Don't call my mama, call my daddy. Yeah.
Well, her daddy ain't gonna answer the phone.
But she said that though. That's even worse. But you hot. You hot because she tried it. Go ahead.
No, I'm going to first get off.
No, what do I do? What you telling me to do?
Get off the phone with them very professionally. Thank you so much for calling me. I truly appreciate it. I'm so sorry that you even caught my child doing that. That is not something that I condone. So I will be there in just a moment.
Okay.
Just please keep her wherever she's at. I will be right there.
Okay.
So then you get your butt up there and you sign her out of school, or him, whoever that is.
Right.
And you apologize again profusely to administration. Let them know that
Clutch
this will
your pearls.
never. Yes. Oh, this will never happen again. I promise you. And then once that child is in the car, you whoop ass.
Do I choke too?
You do everything.
Like, since you don't care about breathing.
All of the above.
Okay.
All of the above.
Okay.
I'm laying hands.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Lay hands.
So yes, absolutely lay hands.
Is there a song for this one also, or is this just a freestyle whooping? Like, like back in the day where you yell about stuff till you forget. Like, and your room was a mess. You got the nerve to be smoking.
No,
you can't even afford no gas.
This ain't about to be one of those moments where you add on because you got embarrassed at a school.
And you embarrassed the family name.
And there you go.
Okay.
Especially, you know, for my kid, you know, all of my family went to this
the same
school. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the final question for the mommy mantra. All right, this is the big one. This is for it all. All right, the whole pot. All right, you ready?
Okay.
All right. You come to the front door, and your daughter is outside fighting 4 little girls. Are you fighting, or you breaking it up? What's happening? How's it going down?
Is she losing?
Did you notice yet? I don't know. She's just fighting. That's all. It's a lot happening.
If she's winning.
She not whooping everybody at once. People still hitting her.
But if she's winning,
she whooping somebody.
But if she's winning,
what if she not losing but she not winning? Let's say that. Because if she losing, we all kind of looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if she losing, I'm jumping in. I'm breaking it up.
But she not losing, but she not winning either. Like she right on the edge. If she slips, that's it.
I'm gonna continue to watch for you know a couple of seconds and make sure that she not, you know, getting her head knocked off. But then after a while, I'm gonna break it up because why is it for y'all on my child? But at the same time, my child ain't nobody small, so it probably needed to take. That's why all 4 y'all jumped in there. Because my child is almost the same size as me. And she's only 15. I give you the utmost respect for that because I'm not gonna lie. I think I jump in. They could be little ones. I might still attack. I don't know. I don't know. I was raised to fight. So I might not think. I don't know. Not by my parents, but by my brother. Oh yeah, absolutely not. You don't run from a fight. You don't. No, that's what I'm saying. So I think I would. I don't know if I would be able to consciously stop myself before the fight ensued. You know, we fighting because if we fighting, we fighting. At the end of the day, this is how I look at it. My child made a decision. Whatever decision that was, did you get smart with somebody? Did you slap somebody? Right. Now, if you didn't, you know, take heed and take account to, oh, dang, it's 4 of them and only 1 of me, that's your problem. That's on you. So you deserve whatever you get from that. But again, if she's getting her tail whooped, no, I'm not letting that happen. Yeah, I'm jumping in. I was about to say, mine can't lose. I don't care if she shot everybody out there. I got your back. So the police could take you, but only because they can. I would make a call, though, to my goddaughter, which is her best friend. Yeah. Because that little joint right there, yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah. So that was our mommy mantra game. Don't bring it if you don't want it. I'm just saying. Not over here. Not over here.
So, what is your funniest parenting moment that you can share?
Ooh, kicking my child out, probably.
Wait,
I kicked my child out of the house.
Wait, how old is?
Yes, I did. My oldest. Mm-hmm.
Your oldest ain't old. How old?
She thought she was, and she learned that day.
How long did she stay kicked out of the house?
For about 10 minutes, because it was freezing cold outside. She thought she was going to be grown, and I'm not going to put her business out there. I'm not going to go into detail as to what happened, but I kicked her out the house. It was like 1:00 in the morning too. I said, so since you want to be a grown up, you can get out.
I'm so glad you got back in, baby.
Mm-hmm. And she went outside. I want to say it was
how long?
She was only outside for like 10 minutes.
She's a gangster.
But it was. I laughed though. That
I'd have been still in the house crying.
That's what made me bring her back.
No, Mama, no, you don't mean it.
I'm laughing because I'm watching her. Because I gave her a decision. I said, yo, you can either change your behavior or you can get out.
Her
And I said, matter of fact, no, you can just go ahead and get out. So I kicked her out. She had no coat on. She had no pants. She had on her pajamas. And she had her Crocs on. And it was like 40 degrees outside. Man, don't play with me. Oh. Don't play with me. So yes, I put her out and she's walking down the sidewalk. And when I say I am cracking up laughing because she's just shivering and thug it out. And I'm like, so I start yelling. I said, so where you going? Because my thing would have been, I live in an apartment building. Right. So my thing would have been, I'm about to just sit here inside the building in the warmth on the steps. And I'm about to just chill here.
What's she say?
She's, I don't know. You told me I can't be here, so I don't know where. I said, what, you going to your father's house? She said, I'm not going to answer the door. Where you going?
She's an upstanding member of society.
She said, I don't know. I'm going to find somewhere. I said, okay. I said, if I was you, I'd sleep in the basement of the building. Because where else you like?
All this is your fault, right? You shouldn't have raised the problem solver. These broken kids would have been on the porch still, laid up in a ball. I'm just saying. That's after you pushed them out. But so, okay. All right. So being a mom, how does being a mom influence your music and your business decisions? Because I'm sure you take into account the influence that you have on your children or the impact you have on them.
It influences my music by making sure that I stay respectful with my songs.
Okay.
I don't do ratchet music.
Mm-hmm.
You're not about to hear me sing about my cootie cat and my wop, and you're not about to hear me sing like that. You're not, because at the end of the day, my children are going to be able to search the internet for anything.
Right.
They may see some stuff from me when I'm singing with the band,
right?
But when it comes to
those are covers.
Exactly. When it comes to me putting out my music and putting my name to it, no, it's going to be respectful, because I want you to be able to say, "My mom did this. My mom put this out."
I love that.
Yeah,
and not be ashamed.
Exactly.
Of, who they represent.
Exactly.
Representing them.
Business decisions, they influence those by making me go harder.
That's always a plus. Yeah. And they're always, of course, supportive.
Things are expensive.
I've seen them. They're very supportive, definitely, of their mommy. So what would you say is your biggest challenge, your biggest parenting challenge?
Raising a teenager that's just
like you.
No, I can't even say just like me. Because I have that conversation with my mom all the time.
What's she saying?
And my mom is like, "She nothing like that. Oh my goodness, I don't know where this little girl gets this from." And like, it's her daddy. When I say her dad was a problem child, in and out of juvie, like all the time. So
I can't even lie. I have a lot of times my daughter says stuff, and I say, if I wanted to hang with your dad, I'd have stayed with him. Like, I don't want to talk to him. I think I
can get smart
that.
with people. Yeah. But I get smart in a way when I am trying to be sarcastic. Mm-hmm. She gets smart
for the fun of it.
Not even for the fun of it. She gets smart unknowingly.
Oh, she's just being blunt.
Like, no, it's not even being blunt. She thinks that she is just having a regular conversation. Uh-huh. So, one story, real quick, 30 seconds. We're in the car, we're having a conversation about her having a practice or something like that. And she tells me, clearly, this is what this message says. And that's exactly how her body language did it too. And I'm driving. Mm-hmm. When I tell you I braked and that car came to a halt immediately. I don't know who you think.
So your kids drink a lot of milk, right? Because their bones must be really strong. I'm just saying.
That's that red meat. That's the red meat. Mm-hmm.
Good iron oxidation.
There you go.
So I think I know the answer to this question, but it's a question that I said I was going to ask you. So I'm going to ask this question, right? Okay. What happens, this is part of my mommy mantras, but I took it out. What happens when one of your daughters comes home and they ask for some Sex on My Period lip gloss by Sexy Red? What's the immediate response?
I'm sorry, some what? That's an actual lip gloss?
Some Sex on My Period lip gloss by Sexy Red that she just came out with. She also has gonorrhea, which is green. She has.
Are you serious?
What does she have? Coochie juice. She also has cum. C-U-M. So, in case you didn't know how to spell that one.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Neither one of my children would ever.
So no, but okay. So if the question was to come out, right? It might, kids love TikTok challenges. Those are where I get most of my questions from these days.
My children are too afraid of me to do.
That's what I want to know. So from across the room, when one of them peeks around the corner and says, "Hey, Mom, could you get me some Sex on My Period lip gloss?" What's gonna happen next?
I'm already gonna know it's a joke, because again, my children
are you still going to beat them
my children are very afraid. So that's not going to be a serious question.
What's the consequence of the joke?
If put in the actual moment, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to tell me that it's a prank.
That sounds more like what I was expecting.
Yeah, and if I don't get Mom, it's a prank in 5 seconds,
then
you catching these hands.
That's not even a beating.
Yeah, no, you catching these hands.
Yeah, I think
we fighting.
I would agree that that's appropriate, believe it or not, wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. So now, on to community relations. What role does the community play in your life and your work?
I'd say a big role, because the community, they are my clients.
Right.
They're my supporters.
Right.
So without them, I would not be in business with any of my businesses, actually. So
makes perfect
because
sense.
what I do is with me doing nails, that's not a necessity. That's a want.
Right.
So I'm just saying, for most people,
right,
it's just a want.
Right.
You can go without getting your nails done. Music, I feel like it's one of those other things you can't really go without.
Entertainment, that's true.
Hearing my song versus coming to see me perform, that's two different things. You can go without going to go see an artist.
Right.
But listening to music, that's why I think it's very important and that's why my manager felt that it was very important for me to get music online. Because
I agree.
For people to be able to just hit play.
Right.
Versus having to come out the house every single time they wanted to hear something.
Which, as you know, is a very big premise of this show. Like, the DMV, definitely, we're known for go-go, yes. But that's not all we are. And go-go is much more than just something that fits into this little box that you want to call the DMV. Not just that, but most people from the DMV, born and raised, I would say a good 80 to 90% of us leave the DMV and go other places. So therefore we take the, that culture that we've, have inbred in us and that we've really grown and nurtured, and we should be kind of passing it around and kind of expanding it. I think it's really a disservice that oftentimes the feedback that I get about the go-go community is that it lacks the business part of the music business. And people get too familiar, and too often people run into that mindset of, because I guess it was started with so many people who provided funding, I'll say, through non-traditional means. They may not have been traditional business people or traditionally business minded when go-go was founded.
I'm going to disagree. A lot of people that say, oh, people in go-go aren't business minded. Most of the people that say that are not in go-go. They contribute to go-go.
Okay.
But they're not in go-go.
Okay.
You're not there when I write a contract. You're not there when I get a contract signed. You're not there when money exchanges hands. You're not there for that. You don't know what my business is. Now, if you heard Pookie and them say, oh, Justice J and MAB only getting $500, you can go run with that narrative. We will never take a show for $500. We're not doing that.
Right.
But people will always assume and go off of what somebody hot at the moment is saying, and they're going to believe whatever they want to believe. But at the end of the day, if you were to Google these bands' names or go on to BMI or ASCAP, you'd find a lot of these people actually have their business in order. But I think you also find a lot that don't. It is a lot that don't, should. But it's actually more that do than not.
I think it's a lot. I think the issue is that there are people that you assume would. I think it's more people that you wouldn't assume that would, that actually tend to have it in order. More people that are, like I said, newer on the scene, whereas more of the originators, people who should be honestly benefiting the most from go-go, and it's anything that comes from it. So a lot of those people kind of missed what their true opportunities were business-wise, based on how it originated.
So
funding originated.
I'm gonna ask this question: who are you speaking about? Because a lot of people throw these narratives around and never address who they're actually speaking about. Who are you speaking about when you say that?
Meaning what? Like, who's not business minded, or who are they?
Who are you talking about that is not business minded or does not have their business together?
Several people, like not specific entities, like I wouldn't do that, but I mean like several entities. So from promoters to bands to, DJs to, sound people. I even myself witness a lot of unprofessionalism, whereas I feel like if people handle things more business minded or more business centered, there would be a lot less feelings and emotions that come out.
Business and professional are two different things.
But they should go hand in hand.
They should, but they don't.
Yeah, but they should go hand in hand.
Because I could be a jackass, but still have my business together.
You can be a professional jackass, though. That doesn't make you unprofessional.
But it doesn't make you a business person either.
Right, but it doesn't make you unprofessional. You could be a good business person and be a professional one.
They're not the same thing. That's why I'm saying that, though. They're not the same thing.
I think that too often that people are caught up in the emotion of things because of the fact that they're not being business minded. So they're moving with emotion. And so when the response isn't what they want, let's say not just in go-go. Mm-hmm. So I'm broadening the conversation, but as far as who was that? Marlon Wayans, who wanted $40,000 to be on DJ Vlad's
on Vlad TV.
On Vlad TV. Mm-hmm. Well, so DJ Vlad saying no, I'm not giving him $40,000. Mm-hmm. Fine. Might have been a good business decision, might have been a bad business decision. Up to you completely, right? Mm-hmm. But then to me, the unprofessionalism when he came back and felt the need to announce to the world or try to pull other people into the argument is when it made it like, are you a good business person? Because a good business person would have thought further than that action. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you say that?
Because the reaction to that action, there's nowhere positive for it to go.
How do you know that?
Because there's no way in the world that you're going to say.
How do you know what he gained from turning that down and exploiting that and actually
No, not turning it down. By putting out there that Marlon Wayans wouldn't come on here for $40,000. What is there to gain?
Positive? There's a lot of things, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people put these feelings and their thoughts on why somebody shouldn't have did this. Oh, that wasn't a good business move. That wasn't a good business move for you.
It was unprofessional.
And again, business and professionalism are two different things.
But they should go hand in hand again.
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
Yes and no. Because that's what the job of a PR person is for.
Right.
Now, if I sit up here and I say, oh, well, I'm not
doing... You mean the professionalism part? The PR person?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So if I sit up here and say, oh, well, I'm not coming on the Meka show because, she's not giving me bottles of wine and bottles of liquor every time I come on there. Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to go on another platform and say, well, this is what I expected. Right. And this is what I want. Me as an artist, like, this is where my level is. Mm-hmm. Who's to say that type of thing and my reaction to turning you down because you didn't do what I needed you to do, mm-hmm. Who's to say that that's not going to open the door for somebody else to be able to do exactly what it is that I needed to do?
No. So I'm not saying not turning it down. I'm not even saying not explaining to someone else.
I know you're saying talking about. That's what I mean. But see, in order for people to offer it to me,
because talking to Aries Spears, you don't want anything from Aries Spears. He's already on your show for free. Aries Spears holds no weight in the.
But it holds a lot of weight because look what's happening right now in this very conversation. Who's talking about it? We are.
Well, I was talking about the unprofessionalism about it.
But it worked. Business.
In what manner, though?
But you said business minded. Business minded. It worked because we're talking about it. The point of people being in business is to get people to talk about your business, whether it's positive or negative. You're talking about it.
I guess so. Now, by
you talking about it, what's happening is you're going on to the internet and you're searching for things because you want to make sure that you got your ducks in a row before you start talking about it because you want to make sure that you have the facts. And by you searching, mm-hmm. you're now putting more traffic onto his page. You're putting more traffic.
If that was what, I was about to say, if that's what happens, but see, that might not be what happens, and instead it could be the opposite because now we have all these various social media methods. So instead of like the way that I found out about it, for instance, is because Marlon Wayans was on Twitter, X, whatever. Okay. On Twitter, X, whatever. We don't have a motorcycle in studio. But no, he was on Twitter or X or whatever, and he posted a link, right? Mm-hmm. But so what does that make me do? It makes me click on that link. I don't go to DJ Vlad. Instead, I went to this link of why DJ Vlad is canceled or why Black people need to stop dealing with DJ Vlad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what it really did was unearth all these other things that we had forgotten about. You know what I mean? Because DJ Vlad wasn't currently whatever canceled means in our society, but he wasn't currently under that. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. So I just see a lot of that. I also see things that are not necessarily the best money decisions that happen a lot of times in the go-go community. And that's from the top to the bottom. It just depends on the person. But okay, so we don't have, moving on though. So hold on, should we check some of our comments? I don't want to, forget everybody. Hey, Brunel. Hey, Taya. Hey, Shay said I wanted to sing. I saw that earlier. She said I want to sing while I spank them kids. Yes, I'm taking song suggestions, so let me know.
Yeah, that'll be some good.
And Indigo said, "Hell no, she know better." I have a feeling that had to do with that lip gloss.
That is.
Was that about the lip gloss, Indigo?
Godmother, and she knows.
She said she know better.
She do.
She don't spank the baby. She probably spanking her now. She didn't really ask for that.
We don't do spankings.
She didn't really ask for
spankings. You putting those hands out.
Let's see. He's worth millions of dollars. Do you really have to ask that question? Who are we talking about? DJ Vlad, or are we talking about Marlon Wayans? Y'all got to give whole supports, but I mean whole questions. And hey, Kiki.
Oh Lord.
All right. On to next. So, with regard to community support, what type of endeavors do you do, or what type of outreach do you do within the community to kind of stay in touch and make sure that you're, pouring back into?
I do community events all the time. I don't necessarily stay in one specific community because I feel like wherever I can reach somebody, I'm going to go.
I think that means
a lot of people try to focus on, let me stay where I grew up. Let me stay where I was raised. They may not need your help. If they do, great.
Right.
But if not, okay, I'm going to move on to the next group of people that may need my assistance.
I love that.
In whatever area that it. Can I volunteer for something? Do you need PTA? Let me help. Whatever I can do.
Exactly.
What else?
So you're a part of the PTA, in other words?
I am.
That's beautiful in itself. So you don't get tricked into the concerts, and then at the end of the concert, before the concert starts, there's a meeting to try to get you in there.
No.
Yes, I used to get tricked into those all the time. So, all right. Now we have another game. It's really short. This is our community questions moment. All right. Now, my first question is, I'm coming to DC and I need to have a seat. Where is the most infamous seat that I could go have?
The big chair.
Thank you. It took us time, but we have synced up. Okay, we're going to need somebody to open the bottle for us. It's official. All right. We're getting into the Booth Clico moment. Can you open this for us, please? Yeah, it's officially time. I think we did that. Don't y'all think it? I didn't want to wait till the second question in case you get that one wrong, because, let's go while we on the upswing. Let's go while we on the upswing. I'm just saying, go while we on the upswing. All right, okay. So we have fans on everywhere in here. Let me tell you, that could be a trivia question right there. What's the general temperature at wearegogomusic.com? This is multiple choice. All right. So, okay, here's the question. It is about, 2-3 in the morning. I'm very inebriated. I'm in this area, right? But even though I'm very inebriated, nobody's worried about me getting hit by cars. Like, there's just a bunch of people. There's big slices of pizza, like I'm in Brooklyn somewhere. And everybody's happy and friendly. Where am I?
Happy and friendly? Nowhere in the DMV.
Well, I think they are because I'm drunk.
Nowhere in the DMV.
Nowhere at 2 a.m. There's you think you're in Brooklyn. There's slices of pizza. Everybody does get along at that, don't they? You know where. Come on. Come on.
So my answer before would have been either U Street or DuPont, but yeah.
Adams Morgan.
Okay.
Everybody you think you're friends with everybody at 2 a.m. around Adams Morgan.
You do.
And you get a big slice of greasy stuck together pizza, and you think it is delicious.
Adams Morgan.
Thank you.
I've been to Adams Morgan since I was a kid.
You see why we fixed our drinks in advance? I'm just trying. Did you want one, engineer? I don't want you to start zooming in on the wrong thing. All right. You don't want to have a glass so you can pretend like you? Our engineer is ignoring us. Okay. That was for you. All right. So we're going to toast. First off, before we toast, I guess we should go into our next question, which is, so what's next on the forefront for Justice J with regards to life, music, the journey, and beyond?
I am releasing my album.
Yeah! Okay, when is that being released?
That is going to be released. I'm doing a listening party on Saturday. This Saturday, August 31st at 6 p.m. at
Where?
Famous Lounge in Upper Marlboro. It's at 5010 Brown Station Road. I think that's what the address is.
At Famous Lounge
Famous
this
Lounge
Saturday.
In Upper Marlboro. The old, I think, Pearls. I think that's what that used to be.
Okay, and everybody, I know you've been seeing it be teased all online. Make sure you are in there. Make sure you come show your support. Oh, okay. Big Youngin said Junkyard just performed there on Sunday. So if you saw, y'all just performed at Adams Morgan on Sunday or at Famous?
Morgan, probably.
Okay. We might be a little behind. Sorry, maybe we should go in order.
I think he said Adams Morgan for the answer to the question.
Okay, and then saying that they performed at Famous.
Lounge. Yeah,
that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, that would be awesome, definitely. So if
y'all just performed it, that means you know where it is, which means you should be at my listening party.
Right, exactly. Everybody should be there. I'll definitely be in the building. It should be an amazing time. But so first and foremost, before we go any further, let's toast to the premiere show. Let's toast to the new album.
Your first episode.
Yes, my first.
Music.
Yes. Come on in here.
Mm-hmm. Toasting the
toast. Yes. Mm-hmm. To big things, better things, consistently, and always the best for you because you deserve it. Now, all right. So back to our questions. We're going back now to our current events. I don't know who cut this fan on me. I love the windswept look. However, my name is not Beyonce. So anyway, we're going to go back to our previous things. But first, let's first talk about where people can listen to your upcoming projects. Because if they aren't in the DMV, we want them to still be able to support the new project.
Yes. So everything will be released on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, and YouTube. Everything. It's going to be streaming.
Everything on Saturday?
Yes, on Saturday.
And the title is?
Poetic Justice, Note to Self.
Poetic Justice, Note to Self, yes. Streaming everywhere on Saturday. Now, can they get that Saturday morning? Is that like a midnight Friday drop?
Yes, midnight.
So midnight tomorrow night, y'all can go ahead and log on and be ready to catch. Oh, we have video and everything, don't we?
There will be a video that is going to be released. When is the video dropping? Should we go ahead and say okay? He's giving me the okay to let you guys know. The video will be dropping. The first video will be dropping tomorrow morning.
Was that an exclusive announcement? I'm just saying. So tomorrow we will be catching the video. Everybody, make sure your notifications are on.
Yes.
If you don't follow Justice J on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Elemental, you got her on MySpace. If you don't have her on MySpace, you better get with it. That's all I'm saying. Black Planet,
I was too young for Black Planet. I never had one of those.
There's probably a spam account that exists right now with her name on it. I'm just saying. So yes, okay. So everybody
the single will be coming out tomorrow for the video. With the video, every day this week, we have my team and we've released something to.
I've seen the teasers.
Yes.
Have you all seen the teasers in the comments? Have you all been? Taya said, I'm going to be ready. Oh, Taya, I'm already ready. Oh, thank you, Spike. I look better than Beyonce. But I'm going to be ready. Everybody, what are you going to be wearing? That's what I want to know. So everybody post your outfits that you plan on wearing to the listening party. And let's use the hashtag. What hashtag do we want to use? We're going to use the hashtag Note to Self. And then I want you to also tag Space Meka on Facebook or Lavish Conversations in your picture. And I'm going to do a giveaway from the people that post their pictures. So we're going to be looking for the hashtag
Note to Self,
as well as the hashtag Lavish Conversations, and we're going to be looking for you to post by Sunday. Well, we'll give you the weekend, so we'll announce the winner on Monday. That sounds like a good time frame, so we can both collect. So she'll be looking out for people too. Make sure you tag us both, so that we can find you. And we're looking for, yes, we're just going to select the winner, but we do want there to be a little bit of level of effort to our, I'm not just giving gifts out here. Just saying, you're going to need to represent like you from the DMV, or you came to visit the DMV, that is. So, all right. Now, back to our topics, though. Well, do you have any thoughts about those things? About the whole Trayon White situation? No, wait. First off, did you hear about the discussion? Because I feel like you would have something to say about that. About the Cam Newton conversation and the...
I did.
What were your thoughts about that?
My thoughts were... I did not care for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on Love and Basketball. But baby, when she did this interview...
Did you change your mind?
I did.
I did as well.
She made me a believer.
I feel like she could have done without Basketball Wives.
She could have.
I really do. And I feel like she had so much more substance. And I found it so interesting that in both of the interviews, they both seemed to try to go for humor or some type of attempt at charisma to disarm her or something.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining.
It was very, like she said, what did she say? Low.
She didn't say low energy. No, not low energy.
Low vibration?
No, it wasn't the vibration. What was it, you guys?
Somebody put it in the comments. What did she say?
I know somebody saw Dr. Cheyenne Bryant giving it to Nick Cannon. Did you all see that? You did. I'll send you all the link because you should have seen it. Should have seen it. It was a spectacle, all right?
I thought it was an amazing interview.
They both were.
Because she wasn't just giving, she didn't give feelings. She
maintained
facts.
poise as well. So even where she said, I wouldn't date a man with children, which we all know. Oh, low emotional intelligence. That's it. That's what it meant. So that's the important part is what it meant. And it meant low emotional intelligence, which is so accurate because people forget all the time that just because you come from a 2-parent household, that does not make you perfect. Just because you come from a broken household does not make you perfect. Mm-hmm. However, once you are broken, you do contribute to brokenness. Absolutely. And for somebody to set whatever their requirements may be, whether that's I don't date dark-skinned women, I'm not going to say who, 32, told me they don't date dark-skinned women in the first place. I wasn't offended. I thought it was pretty hilarious, actually, because we would be dating. But no, I mean, people don't date dark-skinned women. People don't date light-skinned women. People don't date women with blonde hair, people with locks, people with short hair. People. Some men say if you shave off your head today, you are a monkey troll, and I don't ever want to see you again. That's their opinion, their preference. Right. Your preference. But I don't see how we at all shame her for her preference being that I don't want to deal with other personalities outside of the ones that I brought into my world.
Though, because of who she was talking to. Had she have been having this interview with a man that didn't have any kids or with a man that only had kids with his wife.
How about that?
That never would have happened.
I think that's very true. True.
He got in his feelings and he was condemned. Mm-hmm. Therefore, he started to speak irrationally out of emotion because he felt like he needed to now be on the defense.
I do feel like Nick Cannon laughed it off maybe a little better. I don't know. It didn't seem like he took it any more seriously. However, he didn't seem quite as angry in the end, whereas I'm sure it hit him just as hard.
That's because I think he's been, not just that, I think he's been receiving it for longer than Cam has.
That's a good point. But come on now, like what can you really say for yourself when you are consciously dropping off a baby and leaving? Like it's not like it's a oops type situation.
But see, for Nick Cannon though, that was literally his goal.
Right.
Like that's why I don't see why he even had the nerve to have that type of argument with her, because he actually came out and said out of his mouth, oh no, my goal is to impregnate as many women as I can.
What about how foreign it seemed or how hard it was for them to really grasp what she was saying when she said that a high functioning.
Thank you. That's what it
when
was.
She said that a high functioning woman would not even attract you.
Yeah.
Why was that so hard to grasp? Like the law of attraction.
They're not high functioning.
But the law of attraction is what it is. So you know that if you're darkness, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you probably attract darkness anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all probably already hang together. That's not a new person in your world. You know what I mean? So why is it a foreign concept for these men that I just didn't get that? I was very thrown by that. I can't even lie. Especially when Cam Newton kept trying to throw the, so you call your world round. However, if I look at my world, through my left eye with my right eye closed slightly. I consider it more like a sphere type of thing. You know, it's all about what your definition of sphere versus round is. You know what I'm saying?
But a sphere and a
like,
circle.
What the heck are you talking about? Why does that tone change the stupidity of what you just said, sir? It doesn't. It just doesn't. Like, what was that? He was like, yeah, so let's say you're dating a man that has a kid. I just told you I don't date men with kids. Why
exactly.
Why are we saying this? Why are we saying these songs about me?
That's the problem with a lot of people. I can't just say men. That's
people. Thank you. Yeah,
they hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
If my answer is no, then my answer is no. No matter how many times and how many ways you ask the question, my answer is still going to be no.
And for Christ's sake, let your no's be your
no,
and let your yeses be your
yes.
Exactly. Your word should be your bond. If your word means nothing, what are you really doing? What are you really talking for? What do you exist for? You know? Yeah. I love that. This has been a lovely conversation, I feel. Anybody else? Oh, okay. So let's tap in. Great day, everyone. Thank you, Sean Ford. Great day to you. He's saluting everybody else. Okay, well, hello, ladies. That's us. Hey. Hey, Sean. So everybody, don't forget to post your pictures of what you're wearing for the listening party. If you're not local, post yourself, done up out here feeling your poetic justice moment. I'm just saying, give us a little.
And there will be a photographer and videographer at this event. So
oh, beautiful.
Please come
dressed to be photographed.
Yes.
Dressed to impress. What's the dress code? Is there a vibe? What's the vibe? Sexy?
Sexy. I want my ladies sexy. I want my fellas sexy. I don't want to see no.
As she sits there in her lace.
Exactly.
Red. It's a cognac color. That's like that. I mean, excuse me. That's a Merlot. That's a Merlot. That's a Merlot.
I really don't want to see ladies in tennis shoes and jeans or leggings.
I
don't want to see that. Ladies, I want to see dresses. I want to see heels. Fellas,
Super Dan is gonna love that. He wants heels to come back so bad.
But see, he want them to come back in a different way in clubs.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go see no go-go band in heels.
Standing beside the dude in some chucks.
I'm a singer in a go-go band, and I don't even keep my heels on for longer than the first two songs.
Well, you are kind of jumping around and stuff too.
I am. But the ladies, if you want the ladies to dance,
that's
what
true.
Do you expect?
If you want somebody to scrub the ground, I know you don't want them to be 6 inches off the ground before they start.
This is the other thing though that the fellas have to understand when it comes to these heels.
A
lot of the heels that y'all find sexy that we put on
are
not comfortable
at all. Not in the
least. The shoes that are made for dancing are the ugly ones.
They are. The what do you call it? Grandma Thelma joints? Those would be perfect. I bet you I could knuck and buck
the little kitty heels and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, a kitten heel?
Yes, those are ugly. Those are so ugly.
Oh, we kill it in a kitten heel. I'm just saying. I could swag, surf, and chicken leg and chicken noodle soup. That's what it is. A chicken leg in a dance. Is it? I could do that too.
And then for people to talk about, oh, ladies, y'all need to be in stilettos. Have y'all tried to walk in stilettos before? I mean, it's not easy.
I do look real cute.
I do too. Look, I got my heels on. But at the end of the day, I'm not.
Can I have one? Let me show.
Wait, not my big ass foot.
Let me just show them the shoe. Let me the shoe. This is my shoe cam. Wendy Williams isn't on the show anymore, so somebody's got to take over. Y'all see that? Look at the heel, y'all. Peep that. Say it's not hot. Y'all see that? Yes. Beautiful. All right.
I'm just saying, like, even
that
this.
Was cute.
So I wore this. Yeah. I wore this shoe.
Y'all can wear that to the club.
I wore it to Shark Bar. I went to the performance at Shark Bar.
How long did it last?
But baby, did I even make it through the first half, or did I switch?
He said no.
Yeah, I think I got through like the first 3 songs, and they came off. It's not comfortable for me to be doing all the. Like,
you do a real.
Do you want me to freak on you though, as somebody that is patronizing a bar though, right?
Right.
Do you want me to freak on you, or do you want me to stand there and be cute? Because baby, if I'm in my sexy heels, I'm not dancing for anybody. I'm going to stand there and I'm going to be cute. Too, no, ma'am, I'm not doing that.
That's the most I'm doing anyway, though, because I don't want nobody following me to the car. I don't want to find no air tags.
What you got to say? What you got to say?
I don't want to find no air tags.
Would you rather a lady come, because y'all complain about...
He wants you hold the heels in your hand while you...
and then to have my bare feet on the floor,
dirty.
Absolutely.
Then they're talking about your little dirt heel.
Exactly.
Why the back of your heel is black.
You either complain about us dancing, or you complain about us not having heels on.
I'm not giving you but so much dance in the first place because see, this is natural, right?
And then the hair, yes.
I walk in looking like, Walona offered to be the end of Good Times and come out looking like, Angela Davis and we ready to roll.
My edges be slayed when as soon as I get on stage. But the moment I start sweating, I'm sorry.
But yours do the curls. Mine
it does curl, but it gets fuzzy too. Don't do that. You
remember our last interview?
My hair gets fuzzy.
We interviewed last time. My hair started like this, y'all, right? By the middle of the interview, my hair was this big. She was like, I'm just saying fight the power. That's all I'm saying. And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, your hair. I would say, I said, she can't do heels right now. I think a cute sandal
Tia,
would do
I know
it.
You can't do heels.
No, that's Tia. I'm sorry, Tia.
You did. Do a cute flat.
A cute sandal would do it.
But no tennis shoes. Ladies, please, no tennis shoes.
A cute sandal. You got a cute slide in there, a cute little one, too.
Or if you're going to do a tennis shoe, do a designer tennis shoe. This my busted
sandal. Don't come for my name, all right? Don't judge me. Judge your mama.
Athletic shoes, ladies, no.
Cute little sandal.
No athletic shoes, please.
I can wear this. I got a torn MCL. I got a torn MCL. I do, although I heard I could do things with a torn MCL. Can I wear heels now with my torn MCL? I don't know. I got to Google it. I didn't go to physical therapy. So if Google say I could do heels, y'all better watch me. Y'all better come ready. That's all I'm saying, because I'm going to be ready. And don't make me win the raffle, because I'm not exempt. I believe in all types of nepotism.
Yeah, we're definitely doing giveaways. So,
I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I will be there with my camera, so please come so that I can get, good looks for next week's show. So we will be back on next Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. If you have any, topics you want us to make sure we cover, make sure you inbox me. I will have Justice J back as a guest, probably as a guest co-host anyway. We always have a good, interaction anyway. I would like to give a big shout out to the Fort Lauderdale Fiesta 2025. It's coming up soon. Mark your calendar. No, it's not coming up soon. It's next year, next summer. But it's going to be great. It was dope this year. Wouldn't you agree? Justice J was in the building. Did you have fun? She had a ball, and she will be back next year as long as her everything is covered. Did you all perform? Mm-hmm. Oh, they performed and everything. So if you didn't go, you missed MAB 2.0. Why are y'all 2.0? I didn't ask that. That's important.
Because when I quit the band the first time, they switched from a more R&B style to a bounce beat style. Mm-hmm. So to differentiate they switched styles,
back when you came back.
No, we never switched back. We just kept the 2.0 because everything no, we went back to R&B.
I was about to say, I don't feel like y'all are a bounce beat
we went back to R&B.
I've heard y'all bounce.
We do have a couple of bounces, but no.
Speaking of which, this is a bonus trivia question. What's my favorite song of y'all's that I can't get out of my head? It's like my little earworm song.
What you say? The Michael Jackson song. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
I'm just saying. And every time I tell somebody, they say, why?
Look, BJ would love to hear that.
I love that. I love when BJ get up there talking about, can you feel it? And y'all be up there.
Listen, the band actually hates hitting that song.
I think y'all be so cute. And it's lots of room in the front when y'all do that song. But like, I just figured that's for me. But yeah, so make sure, where can we catch MAB? We know we're going to be there definitely Saturday, day after tomorrow at Famous to catch the listening party. But where can we catch MAB? Because you're with them as well.
Every Wednesday at Black Rose Lounge.
That sounds so cute, don't it? Black Rose.
Seminary Road in Falls Church, Virginia.
I don't know why she tried to memorize the addresses. It's at Black Rose. Google it. You got ways.
But see, some people don't, whatever. Anyway, then next Sunday, what is it, September 8th?
Tia said she loved that song too. Me too, Tia. We're going to hang out. I'm going to see you on Saturday.
September 8th, we are at we're back at Urban Crab.
Okay, that's always a
in
good
Forestville. And then...
I had the best crab balls there. Don't judge me. And they were good, though. I'm not even going to lie. Crab
balls.
Their
food is really good, especially the po' boys.
Oh, really? I haven't had a po' boy, but I'm just saying. Yeah.
Customer service needs some work, but the food is good.
It's partially because you got to yell at the person over top of the music and hope that she can hear that well. I don't know how. Really? I've only been twice. I can't really judge anybody. Let me stop. But Okay, so next week we're gonna have Mel on here. He's a dope, guitarist, musician, artist. You'll hear more coming up throughout the week. However, make sure that you are following Justice J. Make sure we have your notifications on. Make sure you download the album. Support her everywhere that you can, because she deserves it, and great people deserve great things, right? Don't you think so? Mm-hmm. I think so. Until next week, I hope that you send me any messages. Like I said, you can DM me or you can email me at meka@lavishconversations.com. That's MEKA at lavishconversations.com. You can also catch me Saturday mornings on what is it? The Global Forum? Oh no, the Capital Forum. That's what I'm on Fox 5. If you haven't, please tune in. And until then, continue to be the best you can be. I can't take the heat anymore, so we're tuning out. You see me glistening? This is not my regular inner glow showing. So it's getting a little rough in here, and we're going to tune out, but be the best you can be, because there's literally nobody out here better suited for that job than you. And we'll talk to you next Thursday. Bye.